Hi guys, it's me again with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be taking a look at only one out of four of these rifles. And we're going to be going a little bit out of order in the way that I made them. And to get this out of the way, we're going to be talking about my different username. So my different username set up a while ago the ability for him to share his LDD creations. I've got a whole bunch of them. I've been slowly going through and modifying them to kind of fit my own more personal aesthetics and do a little bit more crazy things with them. Obviously, nothing against my different username. He has only so much money and only so many parts and things like that that he can use in real life. I'm not limited to that particular inconvenience, so I'm able to do a lot more crazy things. So I took the ASM-VAL, oh man, I took his, no, which one is it? The Venturas is the sniper rifle. What are we looking at today? Hold on. Yeah. He had made the VSS Venturas, which is this thing, and produced, the cool thing inside of the LDD file is that he had produced another grip and stock to actually make the VSS Venturas, but I don't think he actually showed that off in his video. So that's kind of cool. So I was able to then produce the VSS Venturas and the ASM-VAL. In the middle of the stream for that, I was told that there was a more modern version of both of those rifles. So this is the modern version of the VSS Venturas, and this is the modern version of the ASM-VAL. So, like I said, today we're going to be looking at one of these rifles because there's a lot going into it, and that rifle is the modern version of the ASM-VAL. Again, this is a model that was given to me by my different username through his description on his YouTube video. Last I checked, this was actually for sale on an Etsy store, and then Etsy did something somewhere that kind of screwed my different username over. As far as I know, this could all be wrong. And he took down his Etsy store because there was too much going on somewhere. I'm not entirely sure, but last I checked. I don't think they are available anymore, but bear with him as he's going through it. So the changes on this rifle are pretty simple, actually. I've left the stock relatively the same. The only thing that I really did was I two-toned it, obviously. And I've also kind of come through and I've covered up the Technic connections going on ever so slightly just to kind of hide them a little bit more. The grip stayed the same as well. The safety stayed the same as well. I actually really like the safety. It's a really nice looking safety. I've gone with a brick-built trigger instead of a Technic one. I think the safety changed ever so slightly as well. Not entirely sure. I don't remember. Magazine well became a 5-stud wide magazine well instead of a 4-stud wide, so we could fit 3-stud wide magazines. And I did a little bit of upside down building here to get the angle using these vent pieces as opposed to the way that my different username did his. So as you can see, we have a 30-round magazine. It is 3 studs wide. We can drag it out here. And I retained the way that he did his bullet design as a homage to him. So that's what this thing is. I think he did a gold tip on his, like that. So as you can see, you have the rock-in spot up here and the lock part back here. If we just put this back into the weapon like so, it rocks in through this little groove right here and then locks into place there. You can probably hear the rain coming down. A huge change from the original ASM-VAL. Hold on a second, let me check my audio. Yeah, so my voice is obviously way up here, but usually the white noise is like down here. And you can see that it's up here, so you can probably hear that. So I'm sorry. A huge change for the updated ASM-VAL is that they have this newer dust cover on the weapon itself that has a rail on top of it, so we have now included that. It is a cut rail so that you can still use the iron sights, as you can see up there. I have retained my different usernames iron sight design because I actually really like it. It's a really nice looking iron sight design, and just place them in place up on top of the rifle. I've retained his handguard design, other than I've smoothed out the bottom of it using bow slopes, just to make it look a little bit different. The magazine, I think this was the design that he had, but I made it a 3-stud wide magazine. I think, I'm not entirely sure, I don't remember, this was quite some time ago. I have now also changed the barrel from using the standard slope pieces that he used. I actually used curved pieces. Again, obviously, LDD, we don't have the limitations that he has. Again, this is nothing against him. I just have the ability to do this, whereas he does not. Another more modern twist for the new modern ASM-VAL is that there's this tri-rail thing going on here. So this uses the same type of cut rails that the top rail back here has. So obviously lights, lasers, grips, or anything like that you can place on this rifle. That is my different usernames, ASM-VAL. I am so sorry. Again, there is a difference between the ASM-VAL and the ASM-VAL. It's very, very minor, but there's a difference. So, to the person in the live stream who actually suggested I make the modern version, I really appreciate it, because I do really like the modern version a lot better than the standard version. So, thank you for that. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Don't forget to go check out my different username. I'm sure a lot of you are already subscribed to him because he's really good. He's probably one of the largest gun builders out there. But I would really like for you guys to continue supporting him, as he has done a lot to support this channel. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. See ya.